Hey everyone, Rob DaCosta here, and welcome to this week's Agency Accelerator, the podcast dedicated to helping agency owners navigate the highs and lows of running a successful business. Today we're diving into a critical topic that is particularly relevant right now, and that is resilience and adaptability in uncertain markets. Look, we all know that market conditions can shift quickly, whether it's an economic downturn, changing client needs, political uncertainty, or competitive pressures. Things can feel unpredictable. And certainly right now, I'm hearing from my audience that they are finding it tough out there. Prospects are stalling in making decisions, clients are taking longer to release funds, and projects are being shelved. Now, I went through a few of these cycles when I ran my agency, and each time it forced me to rethink our strategies. And that experience taught me how vital resilience is for survival. So in this episode, we'll explore practical strategies to build resilience within your agency, allowing you to pivot, adapt, and thrive in unpredictable environments. Whether it's through diversifying services, reinforcing client relationships, or managing cash flow strategically, we'll cover actionable insights to ensure that you're not just reacting, but proactively preparing for whatever comes your way. So let's get into it and talk about how your agency can become more resilient no matter what the market throws at you. I'm Rob DaCosta, and this is the Agency Accelerator podcast. As someone who has stood in your shoes, having started, grown and sold my own agency, I know just how it feels in the ups and downs of agency life. So this podcast aims to ease your journey just a little by sharing mine and my guests' experiences and advice as you navigate your way to growing a profitable, sustainable and enjoyable business. All right, let's dive into some of the big challenges agencies are facing right now in uncertain markets. First up, budget cuts. We are seeing more cautious spending, whether that's from large clients tightening their belts or smaller clients feeling the economic pinch. This can impact cash flow and project scopes directly. Next, there's a challenge of shifting client needs. When clients are unsure about their own markets, their priorities can become a moving target. Maybe they're focused on short-term wins instead of long-term strategies, requiring us as agencies to adapt quickly. And with the rise of AI, many clients believe they can handle aspects of marketing themselves, leading to less work being outsourced to agencies. Now, of course, we know that's not entirely true, but that is the perception at the moment and probably will carry on being so for the next year or so. Meanwhile, agencies can leverage AI to enhance their efficiency by automating repetitive tasks and streamlining workflows. You can allocate resources to focus on those higher value, more strategic and more creative activities. Of course, we're also dealing with a lot of intense competition at the moment. As markets tighten, every agency fights to demonstrate value, and smaller or niche agencies might find themselves competing against larger players, and indeed, on the other end of the scale, competing against freelancers who promise that they can do a lot but may well not be able to deliver. This pressure makes it essential for us as agencies of whatever size we are to stand out, something that we'll discuss more about later. Finally, there's the unpredictability itself. Market conditions can shift without warning, complicating revenue forecasting and goal setting. The lack of predictability means resilience isn't just a bonus, it's an absolute necessity. These challenges might sound daunting, but they also present opportunities. By preparing for these hurdles, we build the muscle to adapt. So let's talk about some specific strategies that you can put in place to face these challenges head on. So I'm going to focus on 5 main areas: diversifying service offerings, cash flow management, strengthening client relationships, upskilling your team, and doubling down on your niche. So first up, diversifying service offerings. When markets become uncertain, offering flexible services that meet a range of budgets and needs is crucial. Relying too heavily on a single type of service makes your agency vulnerable. Instead, consider introducing adaptable services such as consulting or digital strategies that don't require significant new costs but provide ongoing value. For instance, pick one service that your team excels at and explore 3 innovative ways it could meet your clients' evolving needs. However, a word of caution here: sometimes people think just adding in more and more services is the solution to dwindling new leads and new business. But you've got to be really careful here that you don't become a jack of all trades, because we all know that clients are more likely to always choose a specialist over a generalist. So ensure that any expansions you make when you look at diversifying your service offerings are still aligned to your core area of expertise. And this brings us on to our next strategy, which is doubling down on your niche. Focusing on your niche can greatly enhance resilience, complementing your diversification efforts. As mentioned, clients trust and hire experts rather than generalists who spread themselves too thin, who promise so much but can't deliver it. So by honing in on your specific area of expertise, you continue to differentiate your agency and build a reputation that attracts the right type of clients. So take the time to deeply understand your ideal client profile. We do jobs to be done interviews. It's something we teach in the group coaching program to really understand the pain that our clients have and why they buy from us and what they're looking to solve and so on, and then align your core offerings accordingly. Balancing diversification with a strong focus on your niche allows your agency to be both adaptable and authoritative, positioning you as the go-to experts in your field. Next, I want to talk about cash flow management, because in unpredictable markets, cash flow is king. Maintaining a cash buffer can help you stay secure during lean months or project delays. Focus on getting paid promptly and consider offering incentives for early payments or deposits up front. Additionally, carefully assess where your budget goes. Ask yourself what tools, memberships or subscriptions are truly essential right now. And by keeping expenses lean and building a buffer, you'll be much better prepared to weather unexpected downturns. As a minimum, I always tell my group coaching members that you need to be saving at least 3 months expenses in your business. So in other words, if your business had no clients for 3 months, could you still pay the bills? That should be your minimum first goal. And once you hit 3 months, try to extend that to 4 up to 6 months. Okay, let's move on to talk about the importance of strengthening client relationships, because one of the most reliable sources of stability is a strong client base, which requires intentional effort beyond just doing a good job. When times are tough, focus on being proactive rather than reactive with clients. Regular check-ins, honest conversations about their goals, and readiness to adapt project scopes can make clients feel really valued and secure, even if the budgets or the timelines need to shift. Remember, clients are feeling the same pressure as you. They'll appreciate an agency partner who is flexible and willing to find creative solutions. This goes a long way toward building loyalty, which can make your agency more resilient, can mean that they refer you to other people. One of the things I teach my audience is to do some proactive account development planning. So this is like planning for the future and proactively looking for those opportunities to go and talk to the client about. Finally, we need to talk about upskilling your team. In times of change, having a team that's up to date on the latest tools and trends is essential. For instance, with the rise of AI in marketing, now might be a great time to have your team learn new AI-driven tools or refine skills in high-demand digital marketing tactics. Upskilling doesn't have to be costly. There are tons of affordable online resources for everything from data analytics to project management. An adaptable, well-rounded team is one of the best assets that an agency can have, making it easy to pivot, meet new client demands, and of course, meaning that you are retaining your team because they are very conscious that you're constantly upskilling them. So to recap, resilience isn't just about getting through tough times, but being prepared to turn challenges into opportunities. With a diversified service offering, strong cash flow management, long client relationships, an agile, skilled team, and a really focused niche, your agency can confidently face uncertain markets. So let's look at a real world example of this. I had a client that is in the hospitality sector, and of course they faced significant challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic. As hotels and restaurants were forced to close or drastically reduce their operations, the agency pivoted to support its clients in innovative ways. They shifted their focus from typical guest engagement to enhancing their online presence, helping clients create virtual experiences, and providing guidance on health and safety measures. By maintaining regular communication and offering valuable resources, the agency not only survived the downturn, but strengthened those client relationships, positioning themselves as the trusted partners during a crisis. Their adaptability not only kept their business afloat, but also reinforced their reputation in the industry. And of course, once the hospitality industry reopened their doors, this agency thrived, since they were now seen as the go-to agency in the hospitality sector with innovative ideas and solutions. Okay, so let's wrap up this short episode today. We've explored key strategies to enhance your agency's resilience, diversifying services to meet changing client needs, managing cash flow efficiently, building strong client relationships, and investing in upskilling your team and doubling down on your niche. Uncertain markets will always present challenges, but by implementing these strategies now, you can transform those challenges into opportunities, and you can be much more proactive rather than reactive when a market changes. Remember, choose just one of these strategies to start with this week and see how it shifts your agency's resilience. So that's it for today. Thanks so much for tuning into the Agency Accelerator. As ever, I hope you found it useful. Please do consider leaving a review. I say this every week, but I would really appreciate that. It's great to hear from you. It helps the algorithm. And of course, share this episode with your colleagues as well. But other than that, I will see you next week, and keep pushing forward, adapting and growing.